camping with a 7-month-old has got different challenges, but we wanted to get outside. I'm not saying this is the cheapest option out there, but this whole setup worked pretty well. I was looking on Facebook Marketplace just to see where this kind of setup sits, and depending on what year you purchase and things like that, and these Sunray Sports, this is the 109E, about $8 plus or minus some there, about $8,000 to get into this with the tent and all the stuff here. So about there. Not the cheapest thing, but when you got a little one who needs AC and needs heat and you want to get outside, this worked for our family. We've put quite a few miles on it and spent quite a bit of time outside this summer. We went up to Yellowstone, the Tetons, cruised into Idaho, spent some additional time up in Montana, spent time down here in Colorado, and just got back from Nebraska. This setup's worked pretty good. We're not totally sold on this setup. We're going to be looking for some other options, but right now this was what we got, and this is how we made it work. The attachment in the back over here off of the truck was a great addition for us. We were able to get the dogs and myself in there and get my wife and the youngster inside of the actual camper there to set up, a safe way to sleep. He's 7 months old, so we had to be a little bit creative. We started camping with him just around 5 months, maybe a little under, but right around 5 months or so, started camping with him. And had to figure out some things. The wife and him needed some space, and they needed something that had a little bit of ability to control their temperature there. So when we first started, it was making sure the heater was going. After this last trip, it was making sure that we could run the AC. Stove system off the back. It's a little tall for my wife to reach and work with, but it does work. I take care of the cooking and the dishes. That fridge back there, we never turn it on. We use it for dry storage. I keep a cooler on the front, generally a little Yeti cooler that I use. On the front rack, I used to keep my four-wheeler and go forward with that. Well, recently we sold the four-wheeler and made sure that we had a little space for some of the extra things for the little guy. And plus, it's not like he's going to be riding it anytime soon. So we let that one go. And that front rack storage there is more than enough to get everything we need with the youngster and the dogs and everything on it. We didn't really need much more water than what was in the tank here. I think it's around 20 gallons. We also have a little jerry can that we keep with us, a little 6-gallon jerry can that tends to be more than enough water for us on, these 3-day, 2-night, maybe a little bit more plus or minus, but that kind of length of trip. This year, when it comes to the hunting that I'm gonna end up doing, I'm gonna end up pretty much just taking that tent. I don't feel like hauling this whole rig with me. I don't need it. Setting up a base camp anyways, I'm gonna run that tent. That tent's been proven to be pretty sweet. I've got plenty of space in there, and if I throw a buddy or two in there, we need to get out of the rain. It's got a rain fly. I also really like that it's got an open top. The laying under the stars this summer has been pretty great, being able to see it through the roof of the tent there. That tent, Amazon purchase, took a jump on it, not very expensive as far as tents like that go. And overall, pretty impressed with it. The materials held up well. It's been in a little bit of everything as far as the summer month style camping goes, from about May on to right now, which is July. The tent's been great. Had no issues with it. Yeah, overall, this is the setup, and this has worked good for the family. The 2 dogs and I, and in that tent there, have been pretty cozy. And as far as my wife goes, it's been pretty good inside of the.
Adventure isn't bought, it's lived. Rucklist makes it simple. Cut through the clutter, reach more summits, and never forget essential gear again. Gear up, dial in, adventure further. Rucklist unlocks what matters.